It's always a problem when I interview tall
I
people.
know,
It's always
bro.
a case of like, I mean, when I interview Chase Moore, like, I
Oh,
mean,
good
he's
luck.
taller than you, isn't
Good
he?
luck. He's like 6'5", yeah.
Yeah,
And he's jacked out of his mind too. He's like one of these, so it's like good luck with that.
because I had to go on my tippy toes to even
Yeah.
get close to the level
Here, I'll
like that.
help you
But
out. We'll do one more. There we
we could
go.
do like a stance on that as
Yeah,
well.
there you go.
Well, I mean, J Bills for me to Spotlight UK reunited with the Wade concept, Wade Plem in the building.
Yes.
How are you feeling now that the press conference is over? Like, how do you compare the energy from the last press conference in London to this one in Dublin?
You know, the energy was up here. The Irish people are fighting people. They know a fight's going on, and the next day they're coming out and they're supporting their people. We got a lot of Irish fighters on the card, so I love the energy. There's something about this card, man. I know that it's kind of flying under the radar, obviously, for obvious reasons. It was a lot of chaos coming into this one.
Yeah.
So the difference being we're a lot more rushed. I'm a little bit more relaxed now that this is already over and we can just get to the fights. But I will say this one has a special feel about it. I think tomorrow night is really gonna make some moments.
Does it feel different that you don't have your tag team partner in
Yes,
Crime
man,
Sensitive?
of course, man. It's unfortunate that Isaiah wasn't able to come, my boy Face Sensei, but he's going to be doing a watch party
Okay.
on the breakdown tomorrow. So sorry to plug the channel, but he's going to be over there. But in the finals, he will be back. The brothers will be back, and by that time, I'll probably be moving out to Massachusetts, and we're going to be doing some stuff in person.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. So what is that? Is that like a new location that you guys are working on?
Essentially, that's where he lives.
Yeah.
So people know that he is a full-time sensei.
Yeah.
Can't really leave, can't really do a lot. I'm a full-time nerd on the internet and can kind of do whatever I want as far as living in specific places. So it doesn't benefit me to be in California anymore. As you can see, I'm not really catching a lot of the sun rays as it is. So let me just go to
Well,
Massachusetts.
it's no different from being in Ireland at the moment. It's not giving you any rays here either.
Yeah, so
There's all the rain.
Yeah, exactly. So I might as well just get more acclimated to where I'm more comfortable in the rain and the sleet and the snow and just go out and build content, man. That's it.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's been wild this week. I mean, just as much as the London one was. Has there been a fighter since the last one in London to now that's really impressed you even further? Like, obviously, like, has there someone that's really improved that you think can really go the distance?
I mean, listen, on the girl side, we all figured that Barbie was going to be tough and she was going to be strong, but she's just impressed me with her boxing skill and just being able to continue. Like, she doesn't really even hit pads. She just spars a ton, so that's natural ability you're seeing, right? Obviously, on the men's side, everyone's growing. I got to see everybody except Gib, who keeps everything very close to the chest. Got to see how all of them spar. So got to see growth out of everybody. Jarvis obviously jumps off the page because the gym he's in and the rounds he's doing with some of the people that I can't say because I've been contacted and told not to anymore that he's been sparring with. But there's a lot of good things from those two specifically, and I just can't wait to see both of them and the improvements they made.
And of course, obviously, the main event, like Winderson versus Kenny, a lot of talks have been going on in terms of that. You know, obviously, we've seen how impressive Winderson was in his first fight, but obviously, there's not a lot we can go off on just one fight alone.
Of course, yeah.
And obviously, like Kenny's had a lot of experience.
Yeah.
So, how do you think that will play out tomorrow, knowing that you got a person that has won their first fight against someone that's had a lot of experience?
It's tough because Kenny has experienced everything. When you say a lot of experience, he really has had the full go of it, right?
Yeah.
He knows what losses feel like. He knows what it's like to be in the big stage and in front of a ton of people, but also he understands now how to be a villain, right? He's going to have to on Saturday. So I think if Kenny is, Daly said this in one of our face-to-face, I think it just actually came out right now.
Yeah.
If Kenny sticks to the game plan, the probability is he wins. Longer fighters, keeping stuff at range, the probability is there, but it's only probability.
Yeah.
You still got to fight.
Yeah.
And Winderson is a guy that shows up and shows out. He's a superstar. The nerves are not going to be there, and he's slick. He's talented. So I don't have a pick on this one, man. I just know that it's going to be worthy of that main event slot.
And I know there's been a lot of talks with KSI having interest with Winderson some time back, and then obviously there's still a lot of interest now. Obviously, you know,
KSI said last night in the Twitter space he wanted Winderson to break an ankle or get hurt so that they wouldn't have a Kingpin finals, and then he could recover and then fight KSI.
Wow. Okay. So, I mean,
It's that serious now, right? He wants to fight Winderson, obviously, but he doesn't want this to continue, so his way out of it, break an arm. Literally break a leg.
but my thing is that it should Kenny win his fight with Winderson, wouldn't it make sense? Because obviously, if he goes on to win the tournament, wouldn't it make sense for Kenny to face KSI, even though he said that one step at a time, though?
You got a story there, too, man. The Beta Squad sidemen.
Yeah, true.
It's going to be a lot of UK fans picking sides and a little Civil War action going on. I've been saying the same thing with the Gibb fight. It's there. A lot of people don't want to recognize that, but I think whoever wins this tournament has a really good shot of potentially if KSI can't get this Tommy Fury thing done, fighting KSI.
I was going to say about the Tommy Fury KSI situation because we keep going back and forth for months now. You know, KSI said recently that we're pretty much there, but until like pen is to paper, then what's going on?
It's the problem with trying to promote these things before you know for sure, and it's a catch-22 because of course you want to promote it, you want to tease it, right? You want to get the fans interested, but once you almost guaranteed it to them, and in some cases, people that represent Misfits guaranteeing this is the next one. Then if it doesn't happen or if it takes a little bit longer, people start to, instead of being hyped, they start to get upset. They start to get frustrated, and it's called go home heat, where in the wrestling business, if
I'm
you're
a big
heel,
wrestling fan, by the way.
yeah, if you're a heel, right, you want people to hate you.
Yeah.
But you don't want to turn that heat into we hate you so much or we hate this matchup so
we don't
much
care.
that we don't care. We don't want to see it. So now they're treading on that line.
Because obviously with, you know, Jake Paul trying to get Tommy and KSI trying to get Tommy, this whole like back and forth situation, it's like, I mean, where are we getting to?
Yeah, they're tired. We're running in circles to get to a fight we already wanted 5 years ago, which is KSI and Jake. So, like I said, let's let it play out in the next week or two. Hopefully we'll get something. If not, we'll see where they go next because KSI still wants to fight. And like I said, Kingpin winner is going to be there.
Well, I mean, there's a lot going on with you. So obviously with you and Sensei, like, you know, are we still anticipating a potential tour with you guys?
Yeah, we're trying to do it, man. Listen, we're going to go, I told some other guys I was just interviewing with, we're going to go to Thailand.
Okay.
Train with Nate. Going to get our ass kicked. We're going to go to South Carolina. We're going to get into American football. I know a lot of our breakdown fans aren't necessarily fans of that, but we want to so badly. We've been talking about it for years now. And we're going to start with Le'Veon Bell, so stay tuned.
And finally, like, you know, you got a lot of people that are just blocking you as of late. Like, you've had Logan Paul block you. You got like a lot of back and forth with Keemstar. Like, what's going on here? Like,
I think when people see an opportunity to, I don't know, show the door to somebody they maybe already wanted to see walk out it anyway, that is the time where you start to see a lot of this. For Logan, I think he's like, I don't want anybody talking about Crypto Zoo, so I'm just going to block you. But on top of that, you see people do it, and then oddly enough, like, take the side of Logan for blocking. He's like, yeah, you wanted an interview. I'm like, let's just rewind and see the situation in front of you. That's the side. Okay, you want to be on? That's fine. But no, at the end of the day, man, people are just, they're prisoners of the moment, I think, in some respects. It's not necessarily what you've done, but what you've done for me lately. And regardless what it is, there's always someone going to pick apart what I say. So I just continue to be me and say what it is.
well, fight night is looking very, very exciting. And obviously you're going to be front row and center to seeing all the fights and commentary the fuck out of this situation. Well, Wade, it's always a pleasure to chat with you. I could chat to you all day long about wrestling, but I know there's more people that want to chat to you. So hopefully we can set up a proper one down the line. All right?
I'm in.
Thank you so much, man.